the 2022 Winter Olympics. Read to you by Carol Brigham. Every 4 years, the Olympic Games are in a different part of the world. This year, the Winter Olympics will be in Beijing, China. It's a time for the best athletes in the world to compete. There will be 17 days of events from February 4 to February 20. Beijing. Beijing is the capital of the People's Republic of China. It is in northern China. Over 21 million people live there. It is one of the oldest cities in the world. Tourists go to Beijing to see the beautiful palaces, temples, parks, gardens, tombs, walls, and gates there. Beijing also hosted the 2008 Summer Olympics. This is the first time that the Winter Olympics will be hosted by a city that also hosted a Summer Olympics. Some of the buildings, stadiums, and sports arenas from 2008 will be used again in this Olympics. Olympic sports. Some sports have been in the Olympics for years: skiing, ice hockey, speed skating, and figure skating. Other events are the biathlon, bobsled, curling, and luge. Ski slope and halfpipe were new in 2014. Big air snowboarding, freestyle skiing, mass start speed skating, and mixed doubles and curling were new in 2018. There are 7 new events for 2022. Women's monobob bobsledding, mixed team aerials freestyle skiing, men's big air freestyle skiing, women's big air freestyle skiing, mixed team relay short track speed skating, mixed team ski jumping, and mixed team snowboard cross. There will be 109 medal events. Before some of the medal events, there are heats. The top athletes in the heats then compete for gold, silver, or bronze medals. Athletes train for many years for a chance to be in the Olympics. They may practice 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. They have coaches to help them. Some athletes have experienced many injuries, surgeries, broken bones, and illnesses. COVID-19 and the Olympics. The 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Japan were postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. They were moved to the summer of 2021, but COVID-19 was still a problem. Only athletes and coaches could travel to Tokyo. Some athletes did not go. Some athletes went but got sick and could not compete. Family and friends of athletes couldn't travel. This will be the same for the Beijing Winter Olympics. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, chose Beijing to host the 2022 Olympic Games in 2015. This was 5 years before the pandemic began. The IOC and the Chinese Olympic Committee want the Games to go on safely. They met with all the representatives for the athletes going to the Games. They gave them rules that everyone must follow to keep each other safe. They sent them plans for how to live for the 30 days before they travel to Beijing. Boycotting the Olympics. The northwestern area of China is called Xinjiang. Most of the people that live in this area are Turkic. Since 2014, the Chinese government has treated these people badly. They have put more than 1 million people in work camps. Most of these people are Muslims. The government also made rules to stop these people from having babies. From 2015 to 2018, the number of babies born in this area dropped by 60%. Governments from countries around the world said the Chinese government was hurting these people. Some countries have said that the Chinese actions are genocide. They think China should be punished for these actions. They think China should not be allowed to host the Olympics. China says that the birth rates have gone down, but they did not make it happen. The International Olympic Committee says they are neutral. They do not get involved with government or politics. Some countries said that no one should go to the Beijing Olympics, but boycotting the Olympics hurts the athletes. They have worked so hard to be able to compete. Some countries decided that a diplomatic boycott was a better answer. This means that government officials from these countries will not go to the Olympics, but the athletes can still compete. Lithuania, the United States, Australia, Great Britain, Canada, Kosovo, Japan, and Belgium all announced diplomatic boycotts of the Games. They all say they do not support the Chinese government's actions. Who will go? As of January 11, athletes from 87 countries will go to Beijing. Athletes from Haiti and Saudi Arabia will compete in the Winter Olympics for the first time. There will be around 200 athletes from Team USA. Russia cannot send an Olympic team to Beijing. In 2019, the Olympic Committee banned Russia from Olympic events for 4 years. Russian athletes had used steroids and other drugs to build their muscles. That helped them win many medals in the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. Athletes from Russia can participate in the Games as neutral athletes. They will compete under the name ROC, which stands for the Russian Olympic Committee. North Korea also cannot send an Olympic team to Beijing. The Olympic Committee banned them for not sending athletes to the 2021 Games in Tokyo. North Korean athletes can compete under the Olympic flag if they want to be part of the Games. The National Hockey League is a group of professional hockey teams in North America. They have decided that their players will not compete in the Beijing Olympics. They believe that COVID-19 will be a problem for athletes. They do not want their players to get sick. In other years, thousands of people went to see the Olympic Games. But because of COVID-19, only people who live in the People's Republic of China will be allowed to go to the Games in person. Most people will have to watch the Games on TV or on the internet. Watch the Olympics. 3 billion people all over the world will be able to see the Games on TV. You can watch the Winter Olympics on NBC starting February 2. You can see the opening ceremony on NBC on Friday, February 4. There is a 12-hour difference between Beijing and the U.S. Eastern Time Zone. NBC will live stream events on NBCOlympics.com and on a pay-for-view channel called Peacock. See the schedule at NBCOlympics.com. For more information about Easy English News, and to subscribe to our digital or paper copies, visit our website, easyenglishnews.com.